Good morning, everybody. I would like to welcome Team Bulki to the stage.
So, good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing all right. My name is Matheus. I'm here together with Nagapan, Esther, and Sebastian, and we are very excited to present Bulki. But before we talk about it, I'd like to introduce you guys to Elizabeth. Elizabeth is part of a low-income family. She has three children, and she's now on her way to the supermarket. If she misses a bus, she'll have for another 30 minutes for the next bus, or she'll have to walk for 40 minutes to the closest supermarket. She also likes to use multiple strategies to save money when she's doing groceries. She prefers to use, she prefers to buy products in bulk to do so, but it also happens to be the end of the month, which means that she doesn't have enough cash left to take advantage of this strategy. And if she had enough money, she wouldn't have enough space at home to buy as much as she wanted. So based on our research, buying bulk is indeed one of the most effective ways to save money when buying groceries. However, according to a paper, Frugality is Hard to Afford that was published by the School of Business in University of Michigan, several factors could stop low-income households from using these strategies. Lack of transportation and access to the wholesale stores, lack of liquidity to buy products in bulk, given that they have to spend more money in a shorter period of time, and lack of space to store high volumes of products. And this is not the case of just Elizabeth. This is also the case of 40 million people in the United States who are part of a low-income family with household income between 25K and 40K a year that could also be facing the same challenges as her.
So we went in the field to understand and validate information we have read from the papers. And our first group of experts were people who work directly with low-income families and their access to food. They gave us insights on the complexity and cost of their operation and also guided us to better approach our second group of experts, which included our potential users. We interviewed people at selected locations to talk to them about their problems and needs when grocery shopping. We found that more than half of those we talked to expressed the same concerns we saw in the paper: transportation, liquidity, and storage issues. We also surveyed information that became helpful in the future, such as preferred payment methods and items they need and buy the most. So, as a reflection of the conversation we've had with the experts, we created Bulky. Bulky delivers and enables families in the same area to buy single-unit groceries and household needs together at a cheaper price. So how Bulky would achieve our mission is through a four-step process. First, customers would place their orders individually. Second, Bulky would combine these orders and buy bulk from wholesale markets to achieve a cheaper price, which would then be the price we offer to our customers. And third, we bring the products back to our warehouse and we'll repack them into our customers' orders and finally deliver the products for free. So we implemented this human-centered design to help people buy together. Dynamic pricing, which we're calling bulky price, which also helps us prevent an overload in our inventory. So let's say granola bars at Costco are sold in packs of three. Our bulky price meter would then be set to three as well. So if Elizabeth and two other all order granola bars, they would hit bulky price together and receive the benefits while we wouldn't have to store anything in our warehouse. Bulky will always offer the lowest price compared to the market. So we designed our product based on our users' needs, offering low price single product and a range of payment methods, including bridge cards and cash, with future plans to include SNAP benefits.
Now let's elaborate on the economic benefits we can provide if Elizabeth was to buy groceries from supermarkets such as Kroger or Walmart. She would have to spend about $100 for a week's worth of produce. However, if she shops with us, she can save up to 19% and spend only $81 for the same products. With Bulky, she also has an added advantage of having the products being delivered to her house for free. We have numerous unique advantages compared to our competitors. We are the only ones providing products in retail quantity at a low price. This is mainly due to our crowdsourcing model. As I mentioned before, Bulky delivers products to the doorstep for free, and we felt that this is most needed because the delivery cost has been a major deterrent for low-income families to shop for groceries online. And to top it, we don't have any membership fees too.
And even offering free delivery and low prices, Bulky can still be a profitable business. We have defined a business model with three main sources of revenue. First, our prices will have a 10% markup that was already considered on the savings, on the 19% savings that Nagapan just shared. We will be also partnering with brands interested in reaching our customers through Bulky or through the Bulky platform. And finally, we're suggesting our customers to donate to Bulky, rounding up their payments, even that this only represents 1.5% of our revenues. Our plan is to be profitable by year 3 and reinvest 100% of profits in Bulky. In the next year, we want to focus on developing our product and piloting it. We have engaged with a community center in Bryan, Michigan, which is a community near Ann Arbor, and we have shown that they have actually shown a lot of interest in being our partner for this first pilot. We want also to validate our app with users and develop relationships with potential partners or supermarkets. And by the end of 2021, we would like to be able to launch our first city, Detroit. And finally, we see ourselves operating in at least 3 other cities in the U.S. at the end of 2023. We believe we have the right team to make Bulky a reality. We're passionate about social equality, and we have a really diverse set of skills. Esther and Matheus bring us technology and UX research expertise to develop products that serve like the particular needs of our customers, while Nagapan and I use our extensive project management and more than 4 years of industry experience to ensure Bulky can reach the people and the families that actually need it. So we would like to invite you to partner with us and partnering on our mission of offering a convenient and cheap option to buy groceries and household products. We're actually creating a tool that is affordable and accessible to all and democratizing the access to new technology. Our hope is that with Bulky, we can support people like Elizabeth to spend more time and resources in what they actually value most. Thank you so much.
Bravo. Great timing there, you guys.
Yeah, we practiced a lot.
I can tell. I can tell. All right, judges, why don't you go ahead and feel free to jump in. I'm going to mute my audio and video again so that we can have more space on the bottom. Sam, we just want to make sure if Sam isn't seen, then I want to make sure we know how much time we have left.
Hi, folks. This is Steve. I was wondering if you could talk a little bit more about the labor aspect of collecting the product and redistributing it.
Yeah, definitely. So basically what we're planning to do is order right directly to the supermarket. Usually some of these or the majority of wholesale supermarket offer the pickup option. So we can pick up directly the products, and even with a high volume, we can still pick up those products. And we're going to deliver the products using contractor drivers in the same way Uber or other delivery apps works. So the idea is that the last step is made directly by drivers that will be paid by trip or by order delivered. And given that we're putting together all the orders and trying to deliver directly to the homes of the customers, we can just make the drivers to deliver to multiple customers, and in that way we can achieve provide them a fair delivery fee to them that in our calculations is going to be always above like the minimum wage of the state, in this case Michigan.
And why buy from wholesale and not from the manufacturers themselves?
Yeah, that's a great question too. So we wanted to make it faster in order to delivery and reduce the amount of effort that we need to put in order to, for example, contact the different providers or suppliers. So if we want to offer 10 or 15 or 20 different products in our market, potentially we will need to have contact with 15 different suppliers. And also we will need to have a really big storage space, which is something that we really want to avoid as part of our cost. So cost of drivers and storage is basically one of our higher costs in our projections. So as much as we can reduce the cost of storage and the cost of delivery, that would be ideal. So the way we found it would work best is just buying directly with wholesale supermarkets and deliver on the following day. So we don't spend too much time actually starting the products and contacting the different like suppliers, which require also a lot of labor.
Are you guys worried this may not be legal?
I will take that question too. Yeah, definitely. And we did some research with Costco and Sam's Club and wholesales markets, and we found that actually for resale is actually legal, and you need a resale certificate from the state where the shipment is delivered. And even if you're an NGO, you can get like exempt tasks, and you can just need to present the certificate to the supermarket, and they can just sell the products to you without taxes, and you can resell them.
I think this is a really interesting idea. Could you go back to the slide that's titled Operation, the beginning? Yeah, the first part of that. Yeah, so your target market is disadvantaged people. What kind of access to smartphones are they going to have, do you think? And if they don't have access to a smartphone, how will they access and be able to place an order?
I can actually take that.
Megapen is-
So
go
about
ahead.
81% of the Americans own a smartphone, and 98% of them own any kind of phone. So initially we are going to target this 81%. Out of this 81% of the people, we have 40 million people. That is about 25% of Americans who own smartphones. So even if we consider the same percentage of people who own smartphones as in a whole population, it would be 81% of 41 million.
Right. Okay. And then the second question is, somewhere in here you're doing a price comparison. Almost, it's not quite a full e-auction, but it's going out and taking a look at that particular item that the person orders. Where can I get it least expensively? Is it simply the list price, or are you taking into consideration distance and time to delivery and all of those other factors too?
So in the
We are
price
doing,
comparison, we go ahead, Nagapan, sorry.
for the price comparison, we took the list price, but then we are having a markup of 7%, which will cover all the delivery costs and the operation cost.
And are you building algorithms and models to help predict that by like geographic locations, so that as you do more and more, the learning gets reinforced and then you can be even quicker? Is that what your plan would be?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we were thinking. So I actually worked like for 4 years at Uber, like launching cities and working with drivers and riders. And we were planning to implement exactly that, trying to understand which are the areas in which people order the most, targeting those areas. We can have a fleet of drivers like specific for those areas, so we can increase the usage or the percentage of time those drivers are actually working for them, working in those areas, and at the same time we can decrease our like cost if we're targeting specifically those areas.
Okay. Thanks.
Anyone?
Well,
So
he's a
I
monopolizer.
appreciate the discussion on access to mobile phones. In your timeline, you talked about a launch in Bryant and then a launch in Detroit. I actually am a resident of Detroit, and I'm wondering how you think the potential users that you encountered with your interviews in Ann Arbor may be the same and may be different than what you would see in Detroit.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think that's a I think
go
that's
ahead.
a really good point. So we actually talked with different organizations that are working with food insecurities, not only like here in Ann Arbor, but also like in different places. So we talked with food gatherers, even like with experts in terms of poverty solutions. So the idea is to definitely understand the specific needs of the people in the different locations. However, in terms of products, we have already did like a research of which are the products that they need the most in general in the United States, and I think that's going to be pretty like common even if it's Ann Arbor or Detroit. Nagapan, do you want to talk like how we decided those products?
Yeah, we first we asked the interviewees about their preferred products and brands, and then we also collected the list of products they most needed on a monthly basis. Then we from research papers we considered the logistics, storage, and also the products that provide the best value when bought in bulk to come up with a list of products that we can list in our catalog.
I think we ran out of time.
That was really
Yeah.
amazing, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's all give a wave or a little clap for Bulki.
Great job, guys.
Great job.
Great job,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.